Well, it is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4.
He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
You talk about this Chiefs defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
Henry up the middle.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. It was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
Now Jackson. And it's caught. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. Curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Hill will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
This return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
Here, look at this Baltimore defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The Chiefs are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Go wide. Hey, 43.
Here's Pacheco headed right. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Yellow.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 2nd quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, down the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Ready, shot. Ready. Ready, shot.
An option give now to Mitchell.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. First down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 1. Another run with Mitchell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I'm worried.
Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 7, and the Raven first down.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Henry out of the pistol. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now it's Jackson. This will go to Henry in the line.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 52 yards.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make our score 14-7. The touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Into space at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Here's Jackson to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now it's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Jackson will throw again. Flush to his right.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
43.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
This goes to the former Raven, Marquise Brown.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
2nd and 5.
Running left to give to Pacheco.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Third and 5.
Mahomes going to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him about the 10-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances.
His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
And he is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's good for a Kansas
And that's the
City
kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
2nd and 9.
Attack, attack! Yellow, yellow! Yellow!
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
That is caught downfield. It's Worthy.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
And Xavier Worthy
With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Chiefs are back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. For the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2nd down in the yard.
Again to Henry. The 20. 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
His kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On first down, they go back to Pacheco.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Mahomes now to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big fella go.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 62 yards.
And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score.
When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
To the 20-yard line and no further. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Jackson now. His throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. Big strides. Look at him go.
And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. On his loop for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up.
Instead 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown. And Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace This drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7.
Now here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
First down, Ravens.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the option, here's Henry.
Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Breaks through the contact.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
This crowd alive again. Some were headed for the exits, but a fourth quarter comeback has tied things up as the kick is away here. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter, getting down to the good stuff. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. A handoff running left, Henry. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. This is 2nd and 8.
At their 49-yard line.
Yellow.
Looking to throw.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Here comes second down at 5.
Yellow, yellow. Yellow.
Again, it's Pacheco.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Brings up third down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Now Patrick going to change the play.
Hey, 43, 15. Yellow.
On 3rd down is Pacheco.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Let's go, Lou, lady!
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Easy.
Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Go on, Eddie!
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
Fire down these two. Go on, Eddie!
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Yellow! Go on, Eddie! Attack!
And here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And we are
are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. And this one is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly was.